What is going on, YouTube people? New York Cards and Comics here. We got a quick little update. PSA is rolling out a new label. If you weren't following things, this has been kind of floating around the social sphere the past week or so. Tiffany Cards posted this, and I've seen a few other people talk about this. I know SCN talked about it on their podcast. It's been all over IG, and this is something that's been out there forever. If you're not aware, so when PSA authenticates just the auto, they mark it as trading card or card and put an auto grade on it. Won't say like tops, whatever, or anything like that. It just says card, trading card, whatever the item is that's encapsulated. That is a tell that just the autograph is what they are authenticating. So in the case of the example on the screen here, the Frank Thomas card in quotes, the autograph is legit. That's all they are saying. The problem is, and these got listed on Golden, and this has been corrected, but I have seen other consigners do this same thing. Whether it's intentional or on accident, I have no idea. But they list it as a 1990 Topps Frank Thomas autograph, card 414, but that is not always the case. So what people have done essentially is take advantage of this by sending in fakes, reprints, whatever, that look like the original card. And you'll see this a lot in vintage as well. There was a Nolan Ryan rookie example floating around the other day. It has a legit in-person autograph on it. They get it authenticated, and then the consigner lists it as a legit whatever the card is, even though it is not. Because people see the PSA slab and they assume that it's all legit. The thing to keep in mind is when it is labeled card or trading card, they are only authenticating the auto. That's it. This is pretty well known if you're kind of in the game, but for a casual, I could see how this could be confusing. And in my opinion, this is on Golden and the consigners for listing these items incorrectly. PSA has labeled this correctly. PSA will slab anything, well, just about anything, for just an autograph authentication. They are not grading the actual card. If you want them to grade the actual card, you have to send it in for dual service. So, because of all this nonsense floating around this week, PSA is making a quality of life update. I like this quite a bit. Ryan Hogue, president over at PSA, posted this on Twitter this afternoon. Going forward, or shortly in the future, this isn't 100% rolled out yet. Any item that is a trading card only, where they are only grading, or where the item was only sent in for auto authentication, will have a blue label on it now. Red label will mean the item inside is authenticated. Blue label means just the autograph was authenticated. So if you wanted the card and the auto authenticated, you'd have to send it under dual service, which means they're grading the card and the auto. Auto only means they're only grading the auto. That'll get the blue label going forward. Actually, a sharp looking label. I'm not going to lie. I kind of like the way that looks over their traditional red label. To me, it's a much cleaner looking label in my opinion. So that will be going forward. When you see a blue label, and this is a different, I know there used to be a PSA blue label back in the day. This one does look a little different from that. It'll have the modern lighthouse on it and all that. So when people see this going forward, they will know that that just means the autograph is authentic. They are not speaking to the card or whatever it is that's encapsulated. I think they use this a lot in Funko Pops as well. So essentially, here's the breakdown right here. Blue, auto only authenticated. Red, item authenticated with or without autograph. So much simpler, and I think the color designation will help people. Once again, I think this is more of an issue with the consigners and the auction houses listing these items incorrectly. But anytime you see card, trading card, whatever at the top, and you don't see it actually laid out with the year and the set and all that stuff, I'm always under the assumption that what is inside there is probably not actually that card, or at least there's a chance to. You need to look it over really close to verify that that's the actual card, because the person that submitted it only paid for autograph authentication. I know every once in a while this topic comes up and people kind of throw a hissy fit about this. I kind of get it, but like on the other side of it is PSA labeled this correctly. It's I don't want to say it's on the buyer, but it's kind of on the buyer to know what you're spending your money on. And it's also, I will 100% agree, the auction houses and consigners, this is very inappropriate for them to label it like this. It should not be labeled like this. I do think this is a nice improvement, though. I do think this will make things a little bit simpler, a little bit cleaner. So that is the update for you all. A fancy new blue PSA label coming to market just for autographs only. Curious for your thoughts and comments down below. We'll keep this one short and sweet. Catch you on the next one. Peace.